Welcome back, folks. Apologies for the different glasses. I had to use the backups because I have new ones coming, and these are kind of crappy, but like they don't even sit straight. Anyway, the garage is empty. So that means one thing. It's race day, finally. Finally race day. Now, I spared you all the boring nonsense of putting the thing back in the box, but we are headed up to Thompson for our June 16th race. Now, I apologize because I'm not probably going to be filming a lot because it's basically me and a bunch of old guys working on the car. My brother might not even come. I don't know what's going to happen with him, but if he does, maybe I'll have a cameraman, but if not, I'll probably rely on GoPros and put them in my car and have them go for the race. But hopefully if I do film something, at least you'll be able to see it, or I'll film tech, or I'll film whatever happens. Hopefully I can get something put together, but see you all at the track. So, development. Yes, I've been out for practice and heat races and stuff, but finished third in my heat, about third fastest on the day. Looking extra fat, but whatever. But my neck went out about 2 laps into the heat race, so I'm in a lot of pain. But ow, why did I do that? We'll get through it. We'll start in 7th in the feature. So it's the day after. Got to get the car in and clean up the shop a little bit. We got a lot of work to do. We finished second, as you can see by the video, and what I told you before about my neck, man, that's just killing me right now. I mean, I had to take the day off of work, and that's pretty bad for me. Usually I just work through it. Obviously I can race through it. I usually work through it, but man, in my line of work, you got to be able to move and lift stuff, and it hurts. But we're going to get this thing unloaded, and I'll show you my procedure for what I do after races, especially when we're successful. Now, obviously, I'm overwhelmed with the amount of success we had yesterday, all things considered. It was a really trying day yet again, and I mean, God, I need my new glasses in. These things kind of stink. But we fired off about the same as we did at the Icebreaker, the first race of the year, and we were really not good, like at all. And it felt exactly the same, and I'm thinking to myself, oh no, we're right back to where we started from and nothing changed. And then I looked at the timesheet and we were about 2/10 faster, and I'm like, okay, well, we got something to work with. So at the track, I made a ton of adjustments. I mean, I threw like 6 rounds of wedge at the thing and cranked down the sway bar a ton and took air pressure out of the thing, and it's just, by the time the feature came around, the thing just lit right off, and it was just a lightning bolt. I mean, we were the fastest thing on the racetrack, passing guys who've won hundreds of races between them all and championships galore. And just to know that I was in the same strong competition. I know there was a lot less cars than normal, but it was a midweek race, and you got to give these guys who put this race on a little bit of credit, because they're kind of working with the racetrack to try to get dates, and it just doesn't work out sometimes. And if you're running a midweek show, you're always going to hurt car counts. But they're doing the great job. The show runs smooth. I love these guys. They're very good. But, you know, the competition level in our division is still there. All the same guys who kick everybody's ass is still there. So I'm really proud of our efforts. But now what we're going to do is, since we don't know what happened to make this car go quick, I'm going to go through my notes, and this is what every racer should do. You should keep notes, like a ton of notes. Everything. You know, data is supreme to everything. And then we're going to roll it up on scales and take more notes, because this stuff is really important. I want to keep this ball rolling, and I want to keep success. Success is just it's almost a drug. It's addictive, and I really need to start wearing hats too, because my hair's crazy. But anyway, yeah, so let's get to it. Enough blabbing, let's get to work. Huh. I don't know how I did that. The side looks pretty good. Not bad. Oh. Not bad. You know, it's kind of bad when you're looking over the damage or whatever you did to your car and you still have no idea where it came from. So we might have to go look through the tape and see how I messed up my brand new nose on someone's tire. As if that really matters. Who knows? You know, you're out there racing, stuff happens. What are you going to do? So
I just like the people who post pictures of their damage on their race car, you know, on Facebook or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, look, I'm racing hard," or whatever the caption might be. "Oh, look at this," you know. It's a race car. It's gonna get damaged. Okay, it's gonna get damaged more than you'll ever know. So, calm down. I appreciate your enthusiasm though, but calm it down a little bit. All right, we got to get the old scale box out. We got to hook up the cords to the pads because I'm not fancy enough to have wireless scales like a lot of people. These are old, but they work like a charm. And a good level pair of roll-on pads like these are real vital to your setup. You know, you want to have a nice level surface to get your scale readings on. My problem is, you see all these. This one's here, and you got this one down here that's really, really tall, and again, you got these over here that's, you know, kind of small. Then you got one over here that looks like it's got some height to it, but the problem was this one was like an inch too low or 2 inches too low or something. And I guess it was really screwing up my numbers, so I re-leveled everything. I don't even know if I might have showed that in a video. I don't think I did, but I re-leveled all my scale pads, and man, I'll tell you what, it made a huge difference because the setups were a lot more consistent. I mean, it's not like it was bad before, but I mean, some of the numbers were really kind of off, like it would throw off your left side weight or your rear weight or whatever. So good level set of scale pads, you got to have them if you have a race car. And scales are helpful too, but tools really make the job easier and more consistent, and you can get better numbers and more results from it. So get yourself all the tools you need. Now, it'll come as second nature to someone like me who's been around for a while, that when you go to scale your car, which I'm almost ready to do here, you got to have it essentially ready to race, like you were going to put it on the racetrack, which means put your fuel in it to wherever you set it and check your air pressures on your tires. Obviously, you want to keep every variable as close to racing condition as possible. Temperature changes, atmosphere changes in your garage. It could be 10 degrees warmer than one day or the other. So your tire pressures are going to change accordingly to that change. So if you get sun baking on your tires, that's going to heat them up. That's going to make pressure. If it's cold and dank in your garage, that's going to lower pressure. Again, remove all your variables. Make it, you know, check everything right before you put it on the pads. That way everything is as close as you can possibly get it to when you're going out on the racetrack.
So to finish this video up, I found a whole bunch of numbers that were different on there, and I'd show you, but obviously, oh geez, that was close. I'd show you, but obviously, a circle track racer, I'm not going to tell you nothing. I won't even show you what's under the hood. But we apparently the changes I made at the track were massive because the numbers that I found were very, very different than what I'd been running all year, or heck, even in the last 5 years, these numbers are way different than what I had. So it's like, well, we kind of might have stumbled upon something really good here. And that's the best way to do it, I guess. Better to be lucky than good sometimes. So like and subscribe to the channel if you can. I really appreciate it. I don't know, I don't have a lot of you yet, but I'm working on it. And I appreciate every single one of you for taking a watch on my videos and stuff. And I hope they're at least a little bit entertaining. So tell your friends, and thanks for watching. I appreciate it.